Jeff O'Neill, we're going to talk to the Leafs some more. One positive about them falling out of things is we don't have to have you declaring every single game a must-win as you've done for most of this season.
I haven't said that one time. Possibly once in November I might have said that, but I do not say that often, if ever.
Okay, I got to stop you there because you know we love you, but you have a tendency on this show and on Overdrive to stretch the truth or misremember or outright lie.
Oh, you don't?
And so, no. And so we can't let this go on. In fact, we brought in the ultimate fact checker. CNN senior reporter Daniel Dale joins us now, who has his hands full every day sifting through what is true or false in American politics. Daniel, welcome. Welcome to TradeCentre. Great to have you.
Good to meet you.
Major task for you today. Let's start with what O just said, that he hasn't overused the term must-win game this season.
Thank you, James. I'm sorry, but you have used the word must-win game on multiple occasions this year. I checked the archives. You actually did it on November 11th, a month into the season, a Boston game. Let's roll the tape.
I am willing and ready to call this a must-win game.
And that's
How'd you find that? I work here.
The archives. I have access to the archives. So that was just one of multiple examples, though.
All right. So
I'm worried about AI, though. Is that AI?
Look, that's a minor detail, though, and it kind of shows your passion for the Leafs. But there have been several other documented O-Dog fabrications. Let's listen to what you said about whether Nathan MacKinnon had taken over for Connor McDavid as the best player in the world.
Ever since yourself, Duthie, and the Quizmaster started critiquing McDavid's game and saying McKinnon's the #1 guy, guess what he's done? He's gone nuts, and he wants it all.
So he accused us of saying that. Was this accurate, Daniel?
This, James, was actually a flagrant reversal of reality. So this McDavid-MacKinnon question came up in a quiz you all did in December, and I want you to watch what O said during that quiz segment.
Has Four Nations MVP and current NHL scoring leader Nathan MacKinnon surpassed, equaled, or remained slightly behind Connor McDavid as the preeminent player on the planet?
29 surpassed 97, James. I think he's just that it guy right now. Every time he steps on the ice, he's making something happen.
So, the evidence right there, and I will note that O was the only one on that panel to take MacKinnon over McDavid, James.
How far is this going to go?
This is the truth that has needed to come out for a very long time. In fact, I mean, that was shocking and disturbing. Daniel, you verified multiple untruths so far that O-Dog has told relating to the NHL. What about more personal lies that he's told publicly?
It's hard to know where to start on this subject, but I think that the best example, or maybe the worst, was something he said just after you guys returned from the World Junior. So I want to roll that tape as well.
I just got to say, me and Masters both did Canada games, worked the same hours, and he pulled the pin tonight, and I'm here. So figure it out, man.
Warrior, soft warrior.
The guy works 20 hours a day.
Yeah, I was right with him every morning. He saw me.
He pulled the pin. Okay, that's what we'll go with.
What's false about that?
Look, I deal with a lot of egregious lying in my day job. This is one of the most egregious lies that I've heard in a number of months. So O-Dog worked 7 games during the World Juniors, refused to work anything other than Canada games.
But that's my contract. It's not that I refused it.
Conversely, Mark Master showed up at Canada Camp December 13th and then worked 24 consecutive days, many of them 18-plus hour days. So equating himself to Mr. Masters, just flagrantly dishonest.
I understand that, but that doesn't take away that particular night, Jimmy, he did mail it in. That's what I was referring to.
That's fair enough. This has all been very enlightening, somewhat disturbing and troubling. Is there anything else quickly that needs to be clarified?
Well, I don't think I have time to go through it all, but there was one instance where O claimed that you had used your producer as a human shield in narrowly avoiding a head-on collision in Minnesota. I spoke to Minnesota sources, checked the highway safety cameras, did not happen. Then there was a case where he claimed that he had gone to Europe for scouting trips, hung out with IIHF
Now
presidents.
you're ruining my credibility right now. As a scout.
Renee Fazel, Luc Tardif said he hung out with both of those gentlemen. I spoke to both of them. Both of them say they do not know anyone by the name of Jeff O'Neill. I said, what about O? What about O-Dog? This man scored 41 goals in an NHL season. They said they've never heard of this man. I don't even know that he's been to Europe. Now, there was one...
I haven't, but you don't need to say that.
I'm sorry, but there was, in fairness, one example I was able to corroborate. Multiple sources do say that Jeff O'Neill shot a 64 on the course where the Canadian Open was played. So there you go. Congratulations. Congratulations, though.
Actually, after he tried to change that to a 62. So that,
No, it
that
was 63
also-
for real.
Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Dale, senior CNN reporter and fact checker. Thank you. Thank you for telling the truth.
Thank you
Thank
both.
you for telling the truth
you both.
and destroying all the credibility that he's established over the years. It had to be done, people. It had to be done here on TradeCentre. We'll talk about the Flames next.